Alrighty guys, what is going up? I hope you guys are all having a great and fantastic day today. Now, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about how to smash the like button. No, I'm just kidding. That's not the title or pretty much the episode. Like the video. But alright, we're going to be talking about Moomoo, the commission-free trading app that offers free level 2, free scanning, free news, free everything on it. We're going to be talking about the pros, the cons, what I like about it, some tips and tricks on the platform. Now they do have two platforms. They have the mobile platform and they do have a web platform. But we're going to be talking about the mobile platform on this video, so I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys learned something. Now if you guys want to get a free stock by signing up, it's super simple. All you have to do, click that link down below and follow the steps and you will get a free stock. A free stock completely free. Now once you get that, you can invite your friends, your family, and then you guys can get more stock, more stock, more stock, more stock. But we're going to be looking at the pros and cons, and let's go ahead and jump into the video. The very first thing on Moomoo, we got to find the app. So we're going to go ahead, and they do just have the bowl that is white and then the orange background. So we're going to click on that here. We're going to let it load up. They do have a Face ID, or if you don't have a Face ID, they do have a password that you can use. So it keeps everything protected and you don't have to worry about people breaking into your stuff. Now once we get it loaded up here, we do have all of your watch list and any stocks that you've traded recently would be on here. So now you guys can continue to move through here and you can see you can have different types of stocks and different types of watch lists. So you can have top 5 stocks of 2020, weed stocks, swing trade stocks, a variety of others. So as we click markets up here right by the watch list, this is what you'll have pretty much the 3 main markets: the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, and the S&P 500. You can click on them to get more information and more news and stuff like that. So as we continue to move down here, we do have the different sector breakdowns. So we do have ETF, industry, and then the featured. As we continue to move down, we do have star stocks. So these are stocks that are pretty much looking hot during that day. New York Stock Exchange, the AMEX, the NASDAQ, and so these are all pretty much the stock exchanges on here. So they do have an IPO list here, so you can see all the stocks that do have recent IPOs and now you can publicly trade them. So as we continue to go back, you guys can see they do have different types: futures, forex. So if you guys are those types of traders, they do have stuff for you on that. It's very simple on how to add a stock. All you have to do is just click add a stock, search up the stock name. So if we want Tesla here, we just add it just like that. We just click that heart button and then we're good. You can edit the group and stuff like that. But let's move on to the next menu item. So pretty much how you navigate through the Moomoo is on the bottom here. So we do have the quotes, pretty much what stocks are looking like, watch list, and a couple of other things. And how you get to your screener here, or your scanner, make sure you're on US and you click the screener right here, and then you can add one, or you can just use the ones that you've already saved. So as we go back here, you guys, they do have a pre-market and post-market trading list, so you guys can see stocks that are moving with a lot more volume and are moving a lot more. So we continue to kind of go through this thing here. So let's move on to the trade tab. We got to do another Face ID here. So what you can do is you can click on My Assets and you can see all the stocks that you have. I don't have any stocks right now, but it's a pretty cool thing here. You can click on your broker's account. You guys can see the positions that you've had today. So I did buy NIO. We'll talk about how to buy in a minute here. But so this is pretty much how you kind of do your trading. You can click your recent transactions. You can click trade to actually buy and sell a stock. All you gotta do is enter the stock symbol. So let's look at Apple here. Whoops, AAPL. We're gonna click unlock trade. So they do have a trading password, which at first I didn't like because I felt like it would kind of get in the way. But you'd be surprised on how often you actually bump it and you almost place trades. But how you buy it's super simple. We're gonna buy and then just hold it and sell it tomorrow, so we don't have another pattern day trader or PDT will apply to us. So we're gonna click the market order. We're gonna click market order and then make sure we're on Apple, and then we're gonna click the quantity of 1 and then we're just gonna click buy. And then it's gonna submit, order submitted, boom. Now we currently hold 1 share of Apple, and let's go ahead and look at the quote here so we can see what happened. So you guys can see I bought at 282.65. They do have the free level 2 right down here. Now they do have the bid and the ask price right there. And then one thing that I like, they do have the capital distribution. So you guys can see pretty much where they put their money and why. So, you know, they do have the capital flow chart. So you can click on all of these and get more information, or you can send them to like your friends and stuff like that. And they do have like the average, the support, the pressure. So you guys can see more information on the stock here. Now looking up at the quote here and the time frame. So you guys can go ahead and click the daily and you guys can see. So you guys can see I bought right there with the B. You can see the weekly, you can see the monthly, quarterly, and then they do have a lot more more intuitive stuff. So you guys like hollow lines, you can do that. If you like filled, you can do that. If you guys like just the regular line charts, you can do that. They do have pretty much everything. That's what I like about this. That's why it's so much better than Robinhood. It blows Robinhood out of the water. They do have pretty much all the details on the stock you could possibly ask for. And not to mention, they do have the analysis, so you guys can see the company's evaluation, indicators, and a ton of other things here on this. We continue to move through here. We do have the news, so you guys can see what's going on with that stock, and you can comment on it, because they do have like a trading community behind them, which I think is honestly pretty sweet. So we continue to go back here. Let's go back to the position so you guys can see how it actually looks. So click watch list, and then you guys can see the positions tab is now open. So you guys can see we are up on Apple. So everything's looking pretty good. Down, you know, 0.2 cents on the day, no big deal here. But let's continue to move through here so we can go through, we can click on, you know, my assets, the broker's account, and then if you guys have any stocks from, you know, gifts, like pretty much what that means is if you invite somebody, first it comes in as a gift stock, then it gets sent to your broker's account. So you guys can see I do have a Zyga share coming in. Zyga. I always get Zyga. But you guys can see today's orders, just so you can keep more in tune with that. You can transfer a stock in and out, make it super simple. And they do have a lot more stuff right here. You guys can see your statement, your transferring stocks, you know, your overall funding account. But let's go back here and let's go to the news. So looking at the news, you guys can see they do have the calendar year, so you guys can click on a day and you can see kind of, you know, what happened with the stock, what's going on with the overall stock market that way. And then they do have the watch list related, so you guys can see Tesla. I do own Tesla on another broker, so I always kind of keep it on here. I still got to transfer the stocks in here just to make it easier. But they do have a watch list related news category, so you guys can see all the stocks that you've saved in your watch list. They have the news for. Now moving on to the headlines, this is just the overall market headlines, so you guys can see the US oil prices are lower and the overall stock market as a whole. Moving on to Moomoo. Now this Moomoo stream is like, pretty much, it's like a Facebook, but for traders. That makes sense. So you guys can go on, you guys can see what people are talking about in it. You guys can see what I post. I post the pre-market gappers list. NIO, because I was making a video earlier but it didn't save. So no new mentions. You guys can go see I got a new follow. I think that moves me up to 17 followers. Oh yeah, following. But so let's move on here. You guys can see the me tab. So if you guys wanted to use the free paper trading, all you gotta do is click paper trading, go ahead, and you guys can see on the day I'm up roughly $144. Because I was holding Apple, as you guys can see, but I sold them. So everything is looking good on that. You can see the banking information. You guys can, if you have questions, they have the help tab. They make it a lot easier than Robinhood. I'm telling you, if you guys are Robinhooders and you guys only use them, give them a chance. Mess around with the paper trading, get familiar with it, invite some people, and before you know it, you have a couple $100 from invites to actually trade with. So we can go ahead, and they do have studies and everything like that. So let's go to quotes. Let's find Apple here, and we can show you how to actually use the studies on the charts. So we go ahead, we can just click the little gear icon up in the top right. Now you can obviously go ahead and see that they do have all the the moving average lines already presetted in, so I think that's a cool little thing. So you can click this little indicators tab and pick an indicator that you like. So if you guys want the EMA lines, you can customize them that way. Go ahead, go back, and you can see everything is right here. So EMA, the boiler lines, the SAR line or dots, I don't even know what that is, the moving average lines, and you can go ahead and get them more in tune. You can turn it the other way and you can, zoom in and out, look at the minute. So you guys can see I'm up a little bit on Apple, which is honestly a perfect little trade there. Getting in for the break of that, I didn't even realize that. Continue to move down, you guys can see the volume on the bottom. You can see a ton of other things. So I really think Moomoo is a sweet and awesome stock trading brokers account. I think they're severely underrated, and I think you guys should definitely check them out. There'll be a link down below so you guys can get a free stock. If you have any questions, let me know. They do have a lot more than Robinhood, a lot more. This is for somebody who wants to start trading and not investing. Investing, yeah, you can still do an awesome job of investing on Moomoo, but for traders, this is the platform to go to, in my personal opinion. So that is it though. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, drop a subscribe down below. Go ahead, drop a subscribe, my friends. So that is it. Remember to always stay happy, stay positive, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care and have a good one. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Take care.